Pride is back at the White House. From day one, this has been the most pro-equality administration in history, led by guys like Pete Buttigieg. And so many others. I think we have more LGBTQ plus people than any administration or every administration combined.
Yeah.
Christy in Idaho, you were at the Pride event last week?
In Coeur d'Alene?
Yes, I was.
Doing cameras.
Uh-oh.
Hit the wrong button. Sorry about that.
Yep.
Am I on?
Yeah, you're on.
Oh, this is the Stephanie
Yep.
Miller Show. It is 34 minutes after the hour, and who have we got here with us?
Karl.
Karl Frisch. Let's talk to our fancy Fairfax County School Board friend, shall we? KarlFrisch.com.
Hey, Carl.
Hi, Carl.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
I had to play that one for you. Yeah, so you went to a Pride event at the Nationals game this week. I saw that on your Twitter.
I did. I've been to a lot of Pride over the last. It's only 16 days into June, but I've been at something like every other day.
I was going to say, we've had 2 weeks of Pride here in LA. Or I guess 3 weeks. You said, Chris, that Venice Pride was that first weekend too?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's Pride-a-palooza out here in Los Angeles. And there's still Long Beach Pride to come next month. And San Diego Pride for those of us who enjoyed that sort of thing as well. So, anyways, so Carl, how was it going to the game? What was the atmosphere and everything like there for that?
I mean, it was great. It's always good to be at a Nationals game for a night out.
Yeah.
They've been doing it. I think it was our 15th year this year, and I think I've been to just about all of them. And so it was good. It was good seeing friends and being out and about. We had our Pride parade and festival the weekend before.
Okay.
And then, even here in the suburbs, we've started having Pride events. So, it's been fun being able to go to those too, in Reston and Mosaic and other places around my district. So it's been great.
And I'm glad to hear that it's like these have been good events, and it hasn't been like what we saw last weekend in Coeur d'Alene or at Drag Queen Story Hour up in the Bay Area over the weekend. And that's kind of what I wanted to get in to talk to you about, because I mentioned yesterday on the show, do you feel any apprehension going to events like the Pride game for the Nationals or these local events? Because I was years ago, I was in San Diego for Pride, and they threw it was one of my first Prides down there, and they threw a group threw a tear gas grenade at the PFLAG contingency. And for those of you who don't know PFLAG is the Parents and Friends of Lesbians and Gays. And that is like one of the nicest groups that you can see at any Pride. These are like the supportive, proud parents. And they threw a tear gas canister into the parade route. And the next year at our parade, we had literally a block from my house in San Diego, there were snipers on top of a building watching that area, because that was the same area that was tear gas the year before. So that's what I wanted to ask you, Carl. Have you ever been to a Pride event or seen any kind of violence like that at a Pride event?
No, but it's always in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
I remember, gosh, has it been 10 years or 8 years or how many years has it been since Pulse?
It hasn't been 10.
No, it hasn't been 10. I want to say it's 8 years. It was 26.
I remember being at Pride the morning after that happened.
Yeah.
I think that was a Friday night, and that was scary. And in 2019, the last Pride parade we had in person, that wasn't virtual until this one, was cut short because there was people thought that there was a shooting, and so people started running, and they couldn't get everything back in order for a parade while they tried to figure out what was going on. So I've certainly been at Pride events. I've certainly seen the protesters.
Yes.
They're usually comical.
We all see those protesters. We enjoy making fun of them as the floats go by.
Yeah.
But
they're the gays will burn in hell kind of thing.
Yeah. But they're at everything that's
exactly.
Gay. So make no mistake, this is a concerted effort on the right to try and gin up base support in elections, and it has consequences.
Yeah. Well, I think I think a lot of it is all interconnected. I start out talking about the 1776 returns plan that the Proud Boys put out, and saying that they understood the assignment. I think that these groups that we're seeing show up, whether it's Patriot Front in Idaho or other protest groups that we're seeing around the country right now, they're understanding the assignment because they're listening to what the leaders are saying, like people like Ron DeSantis with Don't Say Gay, and how drag shows are suddenly, and a drag show in a park is a different thing than a drag show in a nightclub. A drag show for kids is designed for kids and to be family friendly. But these guys are hearing the talking points coming out from political leaders and this talk of grooming and things like that, and they're understanding the assignment. We need to show up at these events and we need to scare people.
It's certainly putting out misinformation that is harmful. But this has been part and parcel with the movement for generations.
Yes,
the year I was born, in 1978, in California, there was a ballot measure called the Briggs Initiative, Prop 6, that sought to forbid LGBTQ people or people who supported LGBTQ people from working in schools in any capacity.